Hello my loves, welcome back. So yeah, in this video I'm just showing you how I create some of my 3D work, and I just wanted to share it with you. I know some of you can struggle or whatnot, so I'm just showing you how I do it. Sorry I've been a bit absent this week. This video has been sat there waiting to go out for 4 or 5 days now, but I haven't had the time, if that makes sense. I don't know why. I just think because the sun's been out, we've been out a lot more. Yeah, just spending time with the kiddies. So yeah, it's been nice. So on that tip there, I just added magenta, and then I went over the top of that with a bead of Mermaid Tail from the Unicorn's Den, and then capped it and filed and top coated and all that jazz. So I'm using CJP Snow White and my size 2 CJP brush, and I've picked up a bead, drained a little bit of the liquid out and popped it on the nail. Now as soon as I popped it on, I'm making it into this like croissant crescent moon kind of shape, and I'm just waiting until that starts to turn matte, and then I'm going to start pressing it out with the belly of my brush there. So quite firm as well, obviously depending on how long you've left it to set. If you go in and try and set pat it out too soon, it's gonna bounce back and it's gonna just end up a messy blob. So yeah, really try and be patient with it and let it set up a bit before you start pressing into it. So this is one of 2 ways I do my flowers. So then I'll pop a bead opposite that first one, spread it out, and then I'm pressing it out with the belly of my brush there. I mean, I obviously did this flower quite big, so you can do them smaller. That's why I'm making your beads smaller. So then I'm going to go in between those 2 petals, and normally I would have just brought my hand over the top like that to do it, but I realised you couldn't see, so I did turn the tip around just so that you can see. You obviously can't do that with your client's hands, but you know. And as you're coming in to the next row of petals, you want to progressively make your beads smaller. So I've really pressed that out nice and flat. I do find this Snow White really, really beautiful for doing 3D work with as well. It's really nice. I don't know where I've gone. Oh, I think there was someone at the door actually. Sorry about that. Then pick up my next bead, drain it out a tiny bit on the paper towel, place it on the nail, and separate it into that crescent moon, croissant, C shape, whichever you'd like to call it. For some reason in this video I had the shakes the whole time, I don't know why. So again, all about patience, waiting for that to set, and then start pressing it out. The next one in between those 2, so you're kind of always covering that previous gap that you've just left with the next petal. So yeah. So hi there, the dog tripped over the camera and knocked it, so that was nice. Just thought I'd give you a little view of my kitchen there. So basically, pick your bead up, drain it on the paper towel, not too much, then place your bead on, get it into the rough shape, let it set, and then press it out. Once you become a little bit quicker, you can start and put 2 beads on at a time. I'm still not that brave to do 2 at a time. But yeah, that's just me. I just don't like to feel rushed. I think I would panic if I had 2 on. But obviously everybody works different. So for this centre, I've popped the bead on, let it set, and then I've put my brush into a really nice point, and I've just put the point straight in the middle of that bead. I'm just sort of working it in and then slicing into one side of it to sort of make the spiral that's right of the inside of that petal. There. I'm just going around that spiral. So coming in with a leaf now, place your bead on, and I drag my brush straight through it to get that sort of shape I want straight away. To be fair, I had my heating on in this video last week, and yeah, it was setting pretty quickly. So little tip, if you push your brush into it and it sort of bounces back and it's still shiny, it just means it's not ready. You need to wait a few more seconds. But you know, always keep your eye on it. And then just coming in with the other end of my cuticle pusher, just to put some veins in there. And then just going to pop a few crystals on. Just a little bit of some extra on there as well. Sea crystals hating on me again, not wanting to bloody stick. Damn things. These light rose crystals are also from the Unicorn's Den as well. I have still got a 10% off code for your first order, so I'll leave that in the description box for you if you haven't already used it. The glitter on all 3 of these nail pops are from the Unicorn's Den. It's the Mermaid Tail on both of these ones, and then the rose holographic on the last one. Right, so on this one I'm just going to do some like ribbony shapes, just to, sometimes I can add a bit of something nice to a nail, or you can add them on to a flower or underneath a bow. So for this one I used my Love by CJP brush because of the number 2 just wouldn't pick up a bead big enough. And I've stroked it out to where I wanted it, and then I'm just going to press into one side once it's set, turn my brush around and press back up against the other side, down and then up, all the way across the ribbon. And I'm just going in now with a smaller brush, just softening it up a little bit. So just something a little bit different, just got a little ribbony shape. come in with another one. You could do these any direction across the nail. I think they would look really lovely. So down one side and then up another, back the opposite way. You could even encapsulate these, you know, like how you encapsulate a 3D flower. You could do this as well, would look really pretty. There's that one, and then I'm just going to leave you to watch this one. I'm just going to do flower up in the corner, and then one on the opposite, and then a couple of leaves on there. So yeah, same technique as the first one and two basically. Yeah, so really hope you enjoyed, hope you found it helpful, and I would love to see you on my next one, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye.